It's alive!
Hello, I'm Alex, aka Lonely Moth, and today I would like to talk about a challenge I did this October 2025. As you may know, there's an art challenge called Inktober, where there's this official list of prompts that you're supposed to draw with ink, one prompt for each day of October. And I had a brilliant idea to do those prompts in Minecraft. What could possibly go wrong? If you're new here and curious about the builds themselves, there's a playlist, or you can go to the Shorts tab on my channel to find them. Before attempting this, I did look into it and Googled to see if maybe it's a widespread thing and everybody does it and it's just me who lives under a rock. Because, let's face it, it's a pretty simple idea that many people could easily come up with. To my great surprise, I have found barely a couple of creators who attempted this, and even then it didn't go far. I was kind of shocked to see this, but in hindsight, it was more of a warning sign. For my challenge, I could have come up with my own prompt list, more suited to the art medium that is Minecraft, with all its limitations, you know. But what compelled me the most about Inktober list specifically is how completely unconcerned it was about Minecraft logic. That way, I knew I wouldn't fall into the trap of just folding Minecraft meta onto itself for 31 days. A way to give my creativity an additional kick, if you will. And it worked. It was lots of fun. I had the time of my life coming up with ideas and figuring out how to implement them. But then I fell into a different kind of trap. You see, I'm an adult with a full time job, a home, and a family to take care of, who additionally hasn't had a single day of vacation in 3 years. Hence, I was both desperate for something fresh and exciting, and very short on time and energy. Initially, I went into this head empty, not expecting much, not expecting to even get halfway through, let alone to complete it. I was mostly doing it for giggles. I started with very simple builds that took me under half an hour each. This little footage was easy to edit, and this entire process didn't interfere with my daily life much. But then, the challenge got me. I got hooked. I knew I could do better, and I genuinely wanted to do better. So I tried, and succeeded, and that threw me into the loop of doing more and more. I went grander, more complex, spending up to 3 hours on a single build, just to then spend another hour or two painstakingly compressing this much footage into a 2 minute short. I stayed up long past midnight doing this, and since there were days where I simply had no time at all to spend on it, I decided to make up for it on weekends, making and posting up to 4 builds in 2 days. I could clearly see how bad of a life choice all of it was, but refused to stop. It's a little childish, I guess, but as someone who barely ever finishes projects because of burnout and procrastination, I really wanted to see it through this one time, just to stick it to something that plagued me my entire life. By the last few builds, I was so exhausted there was barely any creativity left. I didn't even want to do this anymore. The moment I dropped the last short, I basically collapsed. And considering that this video that you're watching right now was supposed to come out right after the challenge, and definitely not 2 months later like it did, it's pretty obvious that things weren't good. Not only because of the challenge, but also because the next month of November coincidentally turned out to be the most hellish month I have ever had at my job. That was actually my inspiration to finally flip them off and quit. And I spent the entire December recovering after both. So, as someone who finished it, what about my Inktober as a Minecraft challenge? In a nutshell, everything about it is amazing, actually. Truly. except for deadlines. The thing is, even the artists who do the Inktober challenge the intended way have a hard time keeping up with it. Even if I were a full time YouTuber who could spend every day doing nothing but Minecraft, I would still have to pause every other project I have to be remotely able to spew out a decent build a day. I suppose it's not that much of a mystery why nobody does it, huh? Obviously, I'm not going to attempt classic Inktober in Minecraft again. There is, however, a different version of it called Inktober 52, where you have 52 prompts for 52 weeks of a year, which I think is much more doable. I really want to try it out in 2026. Except this time I'm not going to drive myself insane over it if anything goes wrong. I have nothing else to prove to myself. And actually, I would like to remind everybody that you are living, breathing, feeling people who have free will, who can, in theory, stop at any moment, and who definitely deserve better regardless. I genuinely hope to see more challenges like this pop up in the Minecraft community. And even if you can't actually build anything for the prompts, it's still fun to come up with ideas for them. Maybe share and see those ideas realized eventually. Creativity is a thing best enjoyed in good company. I am immensely grateful to the people who kept me company throughout this challenge. You guys were my support and inspiration, and I wouldn't have had half the fun doing it without you. Good luck on your creative journeys, everybody. Be safe, be happy, and be kind to yourself, even if it's an uphill battle. Congratulations on making it to 2026, I guess. I didn't ask. Stop it, get some help. What's the gummiest color? Oh dear. Wait, no, that's a dog. It's a steady stream, it doesn't splash. Let's see, I have a reference picture pulled out. Also, mushroom blocks in this economy. Why is it so big? Girl, get a hold of yourself. Disclaimer, that's just for reference. I didn't notice that. Oh, I didn't notice that either. It's not complicated, but it is convoluted. Ah! Gosh darn it, I have to be creative again. I can't say this is looking good, but it's looking.